In this video, I have made a tier list that is statistically correct, so no one can say anything because it's actually stat-based fully on what assist is the best in terms of damage, both DPS and one-time use damage. So yeah, basically I spent around 8 hours one day. This was actually like a month ago though. I have added the new units though, but this was about a month ago. I spent like 8 hours and I made this little thing. As you can see, it's quite filled. If you go by the alphabetical order, as you can see here, everything here is basically, well, you know, it's just every single character has assists. Yeah, I count the hits, and I count the damage, and I have all stats used here. Count everything, and then after I got all that, I just put them in the DPS and damage. So DPS, like it sounds, damage per second. Nezuko is at the top with 12,655 damage with no crits at all, to 35,510 damage with all crits. So basically I arranged from these two, the damage per second. So yeah, and then just one-time use, you can see here, Gilgamesh and Broly has the same basically one-time use, so they're tied. And however, they're not the best DPS because of the cooldown. So I have made two separate lists to show you which are actually the best, and I think I made one mistake here. Yeah, these are both the same Sakura and preset. They don't deal damage at all. But yeah, I'm going to scroll through them in a bit. But yeah, like Zenitsu is a really good assist actually, tied for 10th place in every single character, better than most raid character assists. So that's pretty insane actually. It is weird though that Yoriichi has more damage non-crits than these guys, but less damage with crits. And yes, I have double checked this. This is true for some reason for me right now, and I have no idea why. I guess it's just why the Yoriichi was so glitched. Yoriichi is so glitched and all around. Maybe that's fixed now, though I might have to check that again though. So also the ones I have unknown, I couldn't check myself, like exact numbers, but I did check with TDO, who's also checked every single character, and he placed him there, so I am putting him unknown, but it is a value in between these guys, so like Shadow Asset and Katakuri, for example, and here, same thing, Naofumi and Milim. It's a value between those, but I don't know the exact value, but I am going to show you all of it now, so... So yeah, as you can see, a lot of these assists actually have the same amount of exact damage, like Tanjiro, Saber Alter, all the way here, like all the starters, they have all the same damage. Some values might be like 100 damage less or more. In the grand scheme of things, that's nothing though. It's just a rounding error. They're actually the same. For example, a lot of people say Broly has more damage than Gilgamesh, but for me, Gilgamesh had more damage than Broly, for example. It's just... they actually deal the same amount of damage, it's just a rounding error, because maybe instead of having like 123.45, they say 123.5, which is a pretty big margin actually when you count the full damage. So yeah, a lot of these characters actually have the same exact damage, but people say they don't, and etc. But yeah, you would be very surprised that all Boss Rush characters, together with Todoroki, has the exact same damage, just that I had rounding error here, and somehow it got one less on Kokushibo. And then here, like, Genos, Gojo, Zenitsu, and Saber all have the same damage as assists. Yeah, like, the worst assists are, like, the starters, no matter what. Well, not for me, but he actually has iframe, so yeah. But yeah, this is only for damage and DPS. This is nothing else, not taking in thought like of the AoE and how long it takes to initiate it, etc. It's just DPS and damage. So yeah, this is the list basically. Nothing else to it. If you want tier list versions of them, then they're basically here. However, this is before the last update, so Shadow Gojo, obviously going to the same spot. And the Katakuri is next to the other Katakuri because they have the exact same damage as well. So that's one thing. But yeah, this is basically the DPS one. So Nezuko and Ryuko are the best DPS assists. Then Rengoku and Naruto 6 paths, and Gilgamesh and Broly, and Alice and Kokushiba, they all have the same exact things. So yeah. Then the TDO one, this is pure damage. Gilgamesh and Broly, they just all around really good assists. Yeah, you can see everything here, basically. But yeah, that's basically the video. I am going to make videos on both Anime Dimensions and Anime Adventure because, well, I now have content creator role in Anime Adventure and I've already spent like 13,000 Robux, so it wouldn't make any sense if I didn't make videos on it. But I'll see how it goes and how good I will become, because also Tower Defense, after 1 month I had everything meta and I almost got I actually was on leaderboard, first place. So maybe in a week when I actually have like experience and know a lot about the game and have played it for a while, then maybe I might make a lot more videos on it. But right now I've played like 10 games and I'm not too into the game, but soon maybe. I hope you enjoyed this video though. Subscribe, that would make my day, and see you in the next one.